Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 photos that will make you scratch your head. So sometimes some bizarre things happen in life, but it's very rarely that they're caught on camera. Well, here are some times people caught photos of things that simply don't make sense and will leave you with a ton of questions. From things that seem supernatural to glitches in the Matrix. Check them out. Before we get into it, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too. Coming in at number 10 we have nail gum. So I have to say, this is one pretty weird photo. One day a girl was eating some chewing gum, but as she looked down she thought she was seeing double. That is because of her nail paint. As you can see, this girl tried her hand at nail art. She tried to make a nice design with blue and green dots on a white background. She thought she designed this herself and it was original, but then she realized she'd accidentally copied it from Orbit. That's right, this girl's Orbit chewing gum exactly matched her nail art. The crazy thing is she didn't purposely do this. Maybe this is just a really crazy coincidence. Or perhaps she subconsciously painted her nails to look like Orbit gum. You know your breath is bad when even your nails are giving you hints to chew some gum. Perhaps Orbit should hire this girl, as I really do like her design. I've seen bizarre food nail art before, but I have to say this is by far the most coincidental. Next up is flat trees. Don't you hate it when you're playing a video game and you get a graphics error? This often occurs with the sky or trees. Well guys, it turns out this can happen in real life as well. Take a look at this picture, and no, it's not Minecraft in real life. This is totally real and not photoshopped. One day somebody took a school trip to Schönbrunn, Austria. One of the places they went to was Schönbrunn Palace. And outside the palace are these amazing sculpted trees. It's hard to believe, but these trees are actually cut like this. It looks like somebody got a ginormous X-Acto knife and did this. But instead it's a team of hundreds of gardeners who do this. This looks like something someone would make in a perspective art class. But guys, have you ever seen a real life illusion this perfect? Next up is music. So one thing many people do on the subway is listen to music. Nowadays people have AirPods and wireless headphones. But this photo goes to show that sometimes wired headphones can be pretty awesome. When someone's got their headphones plugged into their phone, you don't know what they're doing. They could be playing a game or watching a video. But if you look at this photo, this guy's definitely listening to music. In case you don't get what I'm talking about, check out his headphones. They clearly make a music note shape. This was totally natural and the guy didn't set it up like this. Somebody simply saw this guy in the subway and had to tweet it. This guy's earphones look exactly like a treble clef. I guess this is a very abstract version of life imitating art. Next up is doctor's office. So we've all been to the doctor's office before. Inside we're used to seeing those medical posters of very plain looking people. Well, one day somebody walked into their doctor's office and the doctor said, "You look exactly like the guy on my wall." As you can see, this man and that illustration are identical. Not only do they have a similar face and hair, but they also have the same shirt. I hope that guy doesn't have autoglycemia and acid reflux disease. But if he does, at least the doctor can use this poster to explain it to him. And hopefully very clearly, seeing as it looks tailor-made for him. Have you guys ever seen your doppelganger in illustration mode? The closest I've come is some awesome fan art you guys have sent. Next up is candle glitch. So this is an example of a glitch in the Matrix. A glitch in the Matrix is where something in life just doesn't work, or doesn't work properly. This photo will leave you scratching your head and also make you question reality. One evening, somebody lit a candle to relax. They left it burning for a while, but then when they turned back to the candle, they saw something strange. Somehow the flame had moved off the candle wick and into the candle wax. Now, there is no way pure candle wax can burn on its own. All candle wax can do is melt, not burn. So this literally makes zero sense. It appears something the candle wax is creating this flame. But how did this flame move from the candle wick? And why is the candle wick no longer lit? This photo really creates an insane amount of questions. If there are any scientists or candle makers out there, then try and explain this image. Next up is train pals. So we've all seen people with doppelgängers before, and sometimes these people even meet up. Take these two identical strangers who met on an airplane. Well, one day a guy was on the train when somebody got on. He noticed him as he had green hair and an orange hoodie. But then at the next stop somebody else got on and the guy's mind was blown. The other guy got on, had orange hair and a green hoodie. But the coincidences and craziness does not end there. If you look closely, these guys have the exact same hoodie. It appears to say BDS Paris. So these guys are like opposite doppelgangers. The guy's green hair matches the guy's green hoodie and the guy's orange hoodie matches the guy's orange hair. It's pretty crazy how both of these guys dyed their hair. Is this guy the real life Carrot Top? I guess that would make this guy the real life opposite Carrot Top. The most insane thing is, these guys got on at two different stations and aren't even friends. By the looks of this photo, they don't seem to have even realized each other. Or maybe they're purposely avoiding each other as it's such a crazy and creepy coincidence. Next up is scissor cup. So this image is pretty simple, but at the same time it will also blow your mind. One day a guy went to get a coffee in his office. He opened up the cupboards to get a coffee mug when he saw this mug. As you can see, attached to the mug is a pair of scissors. Now, it's not unusual to see a pair of scissors in an office, but there's one thing I can't explain. How did these scissors get into the coffee mug? If you look closely, there's no possible way this could have happened. The coffee mug and scissors weren't sold this way, obviously, but there's literally no opening which could connect these together. I think David Blaine might be working in this office because this literally is magic. This is kind of like the metal ring illusion, although most kids can usually work that out. This image, however, couldn't be solved by Einstein, Stephen Hawking, or Kim Kardashian put together. That's right, guys, the most genius people to ever exist in the world couldn't even work this out. Next up is sinking cop car. Have you guys ever seen quicksand? We've likely all seen it in movies or have at least heard of it. It's basically sand that swallows up anything that goes into it. Well, one day in Tampa, Florida, it seems somebody made the road out of quicksand. As you can see, somebody caught this image of a Tampa police car sinking into the ground. This appears to be a glitch in the Matrix, or maybe a ditch in the Matrix. I'm not sure if there's a hole in the ground or if this police car is literally sinking into the earth. This is like one of those crazy wormholes you see opening up in Japan. But guys, leave a comment letting me know what you think's going on here. I have so many questions, and it looks like this guy's using a video game clipping mod in real life. Some say the police already have too much power, but if they have the power to go through the earth, then that's going over the top. Next up is can glitch. So here's another glitch in the Matrix where something is repeated. One day somebody bought a can of Coca-Cola. They couldn't wait to open it up and refresh themselves. But after they pulled the can's tab, they were simply met with another can. As you can see underneath, there's a whole new lid and can tab. I guess this means it's not a can of soda, but a can of soda. I think this guy should keep going. Maybe this is like one of those Russian nesting dolls. This is a photo that really does make you go, Have you guys ever had a crazy glitch with food or drink? Next up is train glitch. So it seems like one of the main places where glitches in the Matrix occur are on public transport. Just take those orange and green guys from before. Well guys, here's an even more extreme example of this. One day somebody was on a bus with 4 girls who were standing up in a line. But instead of the guy thinking he was seeing double, he thought he was seeing quadruple. If you look at these girls, they all look exactly the same. They all have long blonde hair, the same hat, and the same jacket. I know that some say that all girls wear the same clothes, and I guess they're right. These girls all got on separately and didn't know each other. But this is very strange as it looks like these girls are in uniform. But if you think that only the younger generation dress similarly, then check out the older generation. As you can see, one day a guy was in the London Underground when he saw this. There are 2 older women who look exactly the same. They both have sunglasses and regular glasses and the same hair. They're also wearing the same t-shirt, shoes, and trousers. But to top it all off, they're also doing the same crossword on the same paper. Who knows, maybe these guys are stuck in the exact same problem. This one is clearly not photoshopped as these women are at 2 different angles. And also one of the women does have a bag strap across her while the other doesn't. But even so, keep your eyes open next time you go on public transport as you may spot a glitch in the Matrix. Next up is restaurant glitch. So here is yet another glitch in the Matrix, and this one may creep you out. Somebody walked into a diner one day and realized each booth is an alternate reality. As you can see, all of the people in these booths are very similar. Sitting on one side of every booth is a woman with a green jacket, and on the other side is always a woman with a red jacket. If you look closely, the color gets darker on the jackets each time. At least that's the case with the green jacket. With the red jacket, it's going the other way. As you go down the road, the green jacket gets darker while the red jacket gets lighter. I have to say, this is a totally mind-blowing glitch in the Matrix. What would you guys do if you saw this in real life? People eating in a diner may sound pretty mundane, but when you look at all the coincidences here, it's enough to make you freak out. Next up is sofa. Have you guys ever had something happen to you which is like a hint from destiny? Kind of like in My Name is Earl when he loses his lottery ticket for being such a bad guy all those years. Well guys, one day somebody was reading the newspaper when they saw something very familiar. They saw an advert saying time for a new sofa, and then the picture next to it was their exact sofa they were sitting on. Now that is targeted advertising, or more likely just a very insane coincidence. I have to say though, unless that guy's an 80-year-old woman, he should really get a new couch. No offense to anyone with this sofa. But guys, have you ever had an insane glitch in the Matrix or bizarre thing happen caught on camera? If so, send it to me on the social media links in the description, and I'll include it in a part 2. Check out the poll in the top right corner and vote for the most amazing image on this list. I think it's the sinking cop cars. That is unexplainable. If you want more awesome videos, then check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.